All right, we're about 191 feet in the air, 740 feet out, away from the remote controller, away from the home point. Now I'm going to go up to 250 feet, and we are cruising about 13, 14, 15 miles per hour. You can see that on the top right, the RC signal is still strong, maxed out in bars. That's the line of sight signal from the remote control to the drone itself. You can see that I'm about on the bottom left. You'll see that I'm 246 feet above my takeoff point, which was the hood of my car. Feet off the deck. I'm 1,600 feet away. I lost one bar. Okay, now my RC, on the top right, my remote control signal went orange. So I'm going to turn around. Okay, so where I was sitting at, my back was towards the drone. And all I did was just get up out of the chair and turn around and face the direction that the drone is traveling. You can see, and then that maxed out my RC signal. So we're going to continue going forward. I'm 1,800 feet away. $246 feet up in the air. I'm in regular mode, and I'm going to switch over to sport mode so I can try to pick up some speed. Okay, let me climb up in altitude. 337 feet in the air. There is Walmart. I'm 3,000 feet in the air. 333 feet in the air. But I am 3,600 feet away. And my RC control signal is still maxed out in bars. I'm 4,000 feet away. $335 feet in the air. 4,500 feet away. 79% on my battery, which gives me about 19 minutes. 4,800 feet away. $5,250, guys. 5,300 feet away. I believe that's a mile. I believe that is over a mile. I'm going to go up in altitude. You can see that my RC signal dropped, so I climbed up in altitude to kind of help the line of sight. So guys, I'm at a mile away. I'm at 1 mile away from my remote control. And I've got good control. Now I did have to go into sport mode to try to pick up speed. Now you can see the horizon. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. That is beautiful. Yes, sir. Low battery.
Battery level is low.
Okay,
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
I'm going to bring it back home. Now you can see on the bottom left, the altimeter, the yellow H, that is me, the home point. And then if you look on the screen, you can also see about center mast on the screen. Up on the top portion, you'll see a yellow icon with an H. That's also the indicator of the home point. Home point being pretty much where you were at.
Low battery. Return to home promptly.
Okay, I'm coming home, baby. I am coming home. I'm starting to get low battery warnings. Now, my battery physically is at 71%.
Low battery. Return to home promptly.
Which calculates to about 12 minutes of runtime. You can see on the top right, the 70% in orange, that's the percentage of
Battery
battery.
level is low.
And then-
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
And then the numbers to the right.
Low battery. Return to home promptly.
The white numbers to the right of it
Low battery.
is
Return to home promptly.
a minute calculation. So I'm returning home right now. I'm coming home. I'm traveling 5 miles per hour. So I'm going to bring the altitude down. Maybe I might catch a little bit of a draft. Because being way up high, you know, you're catching those crosswinds. So you can see as my altitude is lowering, I'm down to 100 feet, 175 feet. I'm picking up my miles per hour. So you got to always be cautious of that. You know, you're going to have different drafts, different air currents at different altitudes. So you always want to be paying attention to all of your gauges, all of your flight data. You can see I'm at, on my battery, 64%, which gives me about 10 minutes of flight time. And I'm cruising, guys, 10 miles per hour. I'm trying to boogie on back to the house. I'm at 172 feet altitude. I'm going to bring it back down to about maybe 150. See if I can't speed up a little. 150. 150. Okay, guys, I'm about 8 miles per hour, and I am boogieing. The altimeter on the left, you can see how the light shaded green has kind of like a portion of the circle clipped off on the top left. That altimeter reading, okay, so me looking at that, seeing that portion clipped off on the top of the circle where the S is on the bottom left on my altimeter, that's telling me that the nose of my drone is picked up in the air. So there must be like a crosswind or I'm going headwind. Now, if the back end was clipped off, then that would tell me I'd have a tailwind.
Battery level is low.
Okay, buddy, I hear you.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Now, I just canceled that, so I'm still in manual control. I'm still in me control. We're going to bank left a little to try to bring it in. You know, the information that DJI gives you on this flight app, it is just so amazing. You know, okay, so on the top right, we'll go through those indicators again. The 50 that's in green, that's your battery percentage. The white numbers to the right of that, the 0726 fluctuating. That 07 number in white, that's your estimated flight time. The signal bars to the right of that with the square icon that reads RC, that is your signal strength from the remote controller to the drone. It uses a different kind of technology. I got to do a little bit more reading up on that technology, but I think it's called O4 or AQ4 or something like that. I got to do a little bit more reading up on it. The icon to the right of that with the red Wi-Fi signal, that's your Wi-Fi signal. And then the icon, the very far icon to the far right on the top right with the number 23, that is your satellite icon. That's letting me know that I'm pinging 23 satellites, 24 satellites.
Battery level is low.
The DJI
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
The DJI drone and the software, they use the satellites for positioning. Okay, so it's telling me 7 minutes and I'll make it home, guys. Yeah, buddy, such a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. And I am home, guys. So I went over a mile out